keep you on your toes. Put him to bed. That's for my tie, you old asshole.
Player 1 wins.
Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friends. Here we are with Invincible Versus, and we're showcasing Cecil. And you might be wondering, wait a second, why is Cecil a playable character in Invincible Versus? And isn't he just kind of like a regular old guy? And obviously not, because here he is beating the bricks off a battle beast. So if we're doing this correctly, Cecil should have been announced not too long ago, and I was lucky enough to get some hands-on time with him, and he's something else, actually. In Invincible Versus, a lot of the characters play like, versus fighting game characters, like someone like Mark, 8-way air dash, the same with Omni-Man, like stuff you've seen before. Battle Beast has lots of armor, sure, and Cecil has a level of zoning and projectiles to him that felt like, isn't really normally allowed in the modern day and age anymore. He felt cheap. And not only cheap, very fast as well. Cecil is indeed a mere human being, so for extra movement, if you're fans of Invincible, you may notice Cecil has a bit of an advantage on movement. Forward dash, back dash, super jump, it's all teleports. Every wave dash costs the American taxpayer $7 billion. And if you're not bad at wave dashing, dude can move, by the way. And in fact, he can move backwards really fast, combined with a heavy zoning moveset, is terrifying. Even his normals have a level of zoning to him. His light is a pistol shot, his medium is a rifle shot, that goes full screen, by the way, and he has a shotgun as his heavy attack. And when we start getting aerial, his mediums start becoming like basically mines or grenades. You can toss at multiple angles, which again really helps the whole zoning aspect. So to impress upon you, even when your normal zone combined with his freakishly good movement, it's scary. And the note, Cecil's mediums are holdable, so the grenades in the air and the rifle on the ground, if you hold it, you'll get a bigger and better effect, and the rifle just straight up knocks down and becomes off the ground okay. And that's just in normals. Of course, he has specials too, right? So one of his specials is kind of like a floating mine. It will hit on contact if it hits as a projectile, but otherwise it'll just kind of stay there for a little bit and be annoying and kind of control the screen a bit. And if you want to enhance it, it'll go full screen and also just track wherever the enemy is. It'll do its best to home in on them and knock them down. Doesn't care where you are, it comes in after you. And hey, Cecil has government resources at his disposal, right? So enter the Reanimen. He can use them basically as a full screen charging projectile, and the air version is very strong, coming in at a very aggressive angle that just owns a giant chunk of the screen. And yes, you can do this very low to the ground. And the enhanced Reanimen are just launchers. They'll just bounce you. So he can potentially get full screen combos on you if he gets a good read on you with the enhanced Reanimen. Also, the Reanimen are how he does his clash animation, because, he would explode if a Viltrumite punched him directly, right? So it's a cool little lore bit. And his last main special is just an upward arcing grenade launcher. So he can control multiple arcs of the screen. You can see here the air version, just giant arc, right? And he can get real annoying with it. And the enhanced version just shoots even more grenades. So it's like just total screen control. His normals and his special let him control just about every aspect of the screen you can think of. He's a zoner's zoner. And of course we got some supers, right? So the gun super, he's basically just kind of styling on you and just shooting you to bits. His other super, very stylish, because you're going for a little bit of a ride to the White Room. And then the Reanimen are going to tear you to shreds. If you don't know Invincible, think hyperbolic time chamber with a lot more zombie robots. And for the big cinematic level 3, because there's always a big cinematic level 3, hey, he brings down the hammer. Not much more to say than that. It's very satisfying to watch. The moveset as a whole is just very effective, in my opinion. And of course, the backbone of the character is zoning, but he's got some combos. I do like his down grenade toss can kind of scoop people up after a ground bounce. It's a rudimentary combo, but you get the idea, right? And the White Room is just really satisfying to see. Also, some other things to note about the build I played. One, the music is so good. Isn't that just like grimy in the best possible way? I didn't know I was looking forward to the music of Invincible Versus of all things, but now this is like the soundtrack to watch out for. And naturally, this is the Amazon Studios backed version of Invincible, so it's not just the comic. So they got access to all the voice actors, and Cecil, his lines, I don't know, they're just kind of killing it there.
I always hated working with you, you arrogant piece of shit.
Your guardians would have been dead much sooner if not for me.
Well, you were one of my shittier hires.
Okay, that's a good line. So the voice cast is killing it, and the writing is really snappy. And also, another thing about the game, the characters will often just quip mid-match, which I'm always a big fan of.
For fuck's sake!
Cecil busting out that PG-13 language, right? So I don't know. I find that eminently amusing in a fighting game where such things aren't as common. But then again, people literally explode in the showers of blood and limbs in this game, so I guess it's not the biggest thing going on. So just as a heads up, I'm making this video ahead of whatever else is being announced today. We'll have Invincible creator Robert Kirkman himself kind of showcasing off Cecil and also whatever story mode is going on that I don't know. So tune into the official socials and YouTube channel for that. I'm assuming I don't know. I'm assuming they're just not going to retread the exact same story we already know. They could do some fun things with it. Because at bare minimum in the game, Cecil is, you know, throwing punches with everybody else, right? He's not normally a physical combatant in the comic and in the show. So I think there's a lot of room to have fun with the story, whatever shape it may take. And the game is ready to launch for 2026. And no, Cecil is not the last character by any stretch. There's plenty more to come. So I think it's going to be an interesting time for tag fighters. I've mentioned this in the past of the slew of tag fighters we've had recently and coming up. I think this one is perhaps the most Marvel versus Capcom, if you will, in terms of gameplay, game flow. Stuff like 8-way air dashes in this game is not neutered like it is in, say, Marvel Tokon. And as you saw earlier in the video with like Cecil wave dashing and all that, movement's gonna be fast, y'all. Mix-ups are gonna be difficult to deal with. Like, everything about this game is by design to be at a very high power level. And this is the Killer Instinct developer, so naturally the combos will be crazy. For Cecil, I didn't figure out too much in the way of advanced combos. He's definitely more zoning focused, and plus, you know, I just didn't have enough time to figure out the really cool stuff, but I'm sure it'll be there. But overall, my impression of Cecil is definitely thumbs up. Very interested in what's going on there, and makes me just more interested in the game as a whole. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it's all going to turn out. And that all said, that is the information for this video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out when you can and play some Invincible Versus.